Now, languishing is described by the American Psychological Association as the absence of mental health. You in life, you're living, you're breathing, but you've been working that same job for years. And you've never gone for a pay raise. You've never tried to become the manager, the regional manager. You just got into that spot. And you just been, and listen, you're just there. But here's the deal. Languishing is a dissatisfaction. So notice, you're dissatisfied with things, but you're not doing anything. You're just kind of in a state of unhappiness where you've lost, or you're living without a sense of purpose. You don't know why you do what you do. You're living without growing. You don't have anything you're stretching for, anything you're trying to attain. Am I talking to somebody? It's getting quiet in here. You don't feel like you're making any contributions to the community, to your church, to your job. You go there, you clock in. You stay there your hours, and then you clock out. You don't even think it's your job anymore. Because it's become almost like second nature. You know how to do it without thinking. Nothing challenges you anymore. It's just routine. But it's routine without mobility. Like you're not saying, I want to do something about it. You just complain about it. You're not acquiring any new skills. But you just don't like where you are. Am I making sense? And you don't even feel like you belong to the community. So you're lonely, but you don't like people. Am I making sense? You don't like the person who's in your life, but at least you know how to work with them. So the devil you got is better than the devil you don't know. Languishing. Am I making sense? So Dr. Corey Keyes said this about languishing, and I thought this was really good, because some people say, Dr. Moody, I'm not languishing, I'm not failure to thrive, and I'm not failure to launch, because I actually feel good about my life. Dr. Corey Keyes said this: it's not the feeling good or the feeling happy that's really driving the benefits of flourishing. In other words, it's not about if I'm thriving. If I'm not thriving, it's not about me not feeling good about it. Thriving really is about functioning well. So I could be feeling good but not functioning well. Am I making sense? I could be comfortable but not functioning well. He says because purpose in life means I'm thriving. Belonging means I'm thriving. Contributing means I'm thriving. Having mastery, growth, and acceptance. Those are all the things that represent we're doing well in life. Am I making sense? So if I'm happy, or as we say, I'm fine, I'm good. How you doing? Huh? I'm okay. I'm straight. You all right? I'm fine. I'm good. I ain't complaining. My bills are paid. I mean, my car is fine. I got a good life. I'm fine. And you find yourself, but you're not. There's no purpose. It's funny to me because how many believers come to me who are doing well in life, but will ask me, I'm trying to find my purpose. How are you doing well and don't know your purpose? That may mean that you may be languishing. I'm making sense. How you doing well? I don't feel like I belong. How you doing well in life, but don't feel like you belong. And then you try to live the life of minimal contribution. I will help a little bit, but I don't want to help enough to interrupt my unhappy life that I'm happy with. So I will volunteer. I will give you X amount of hours. I will do this. I will sign up for this. But I'm going to protect that solitude time where I'm down. And that time where I'm going into my coping skills. Because that's the only way I can survive. Am I making sense? It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I want to help you understand. Languishing spiritually, deacon, languishing spiritually, elder, languishing spiritually is like this. You come to church, but you intentionally miss praise service. Because you want information, but you really don't want an encounter with God. Because the praise means I got to give something. So I'm not interested in giving anything. I just come right in time for the word so I can get a little bit more information. But I never want to really encounter God for real. I'm saying you're languishing. Am I making sense to somebody? I'm making sense. The last song said, you make me happy. You make me whole. You take my pain away. I'm so in love with you. And you can hear those words and be like, you take the pain away. So in love with you. You make me happy. You make me whole. You take pain away. I'm so in love with you. And everything about you is right. Covers all my wrong. Your life saved my life. And everything about you is right. Covers all my wrong. Your life saved my life. With you is where I belong. I belong to you, Lord. Am I talking to somebody? See, you got to check yourself, because sometimes you can think you're happy and you're not happy. Am I making sense? But you've done such a good job of convincing yourself that you don't even know you're languishing. It's not feeling good. It's not about feeling good. It's about purpose in life. It's about belonging. It's about contributing. Like, I'm a part of you, you're a part of me. Am I making sense? Making sense. So thriving. So Dr. Moody wants to argue with you. I want to argue with you for just a second, because I want to argue that most believers, I'm going to argue, are languishing. You sit in your church year after year, service after service, with no visible lines of spiritual life. You are faithful as faithful can be. And you will be sitting in that seat every service, sitting there, but there is no sign of any spiritual vitality and everything. And you come to service every week hoping some kind of way somebody will see you dying. And somebody will apply CPR on you and resuscitate you. And then you go in and you leave disappointed. And after a while, it don't even matter if you go. Go one Sunday, go another. You missed last service. Oh, yeah, I missed last Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, I missed it. I'll catch it it's on the stream. I'll catch the rerun. Used to be on Wednesday night Bible study, but now you don't really. You're going to save the gas. You used to go on Sunday nights when you was passionate about God, but now it's like, man, After I ate lunch, I'm so sorry, Pastor, I went home. And I didn't mean to. I just gonna lay down for a minute. Listen, I didn't ask you to put on your pajamas and everything else But you gonna lay down for a minute. I know. You gonna lay down for a minute, and then the next thing you knew, I woke up and I had missed service, and I said, "Oh Lord." You're languishing. You're languishing. Why? You're sitting in the pew, but whenever we preach the word, you immediately fall asleep. You are languishing. You can stay awake and watch 7 hours of the Olympics. But 7 minutes of the Bible. You're languishing. How do we know it, Dr. Moody? Why? Because remember, we talked about failure to thrive, which means no signs of growth. You're not rolling over. You're not doing stuff on time. You're not doing stuff that you're supposed to. You're not developing right? We talked about languishing, feeling disconnected, right? We talked about failure to launch, not moving into adulthood, right? Now notice this. So what do you call a Christian who has no disciples, no prayer life, no faith, and no understanding of Scripture? Failure to thrive, failure to launch, languishing. See, I'm talking to you. See, I want you to see. See, I love you enough to tell you you're doing bad. You got to have somebody like that be like, nah, baby, you ain't doing good. Nah, that don't look good on you. Nah, don't wear that. Nah, don't wear that. Don't wear that. Take that off. Take that off. I think I look good. I understand. Nah, baby, you don't look good in that. Take that off. I love you now. I ain't gonna let you go out and looking any kind of way. Take that off. I'm making sense. So I want you to understand something. Languishing has nothing to do with your church attendance. It has everything to do with your spiritual vitality. Am I making sense? Well, that means you don't pray. You have no conversation with God. That means you never move by faith. You don't do nothing you can't understand. That means you have no disciples, nobody. You're not teaching and training anybody. That means now listen. But you can say, I actively engage in service. Many people will say to me, Lord, Lord, did I not do this in your name? Did I do that in your name? And he says, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. Why? Because I never knew you. So I want to argue. I'm arguing with you because I believe that we are, if we're not careful, we can become a languishing, failure to thrive, failure to launch group of individuals. Am I making sense? And you got to check yourself because you got to say, why am I always tired when it comes to the things of God? Why am I not interested in nothing when it comes to, when they say prayer, why do I say, I ain't going to that? When they say fasting, why do I say, I don't do that no more? When I say make a disciple, why don't I think about sharing my faith with nobody? Why are the only people I'm concerned about are people with my name? All those are signs that, wait a minute, I'm not thriving.
Thank you for worshiping with us today. If you liked this message, you can find the rest at cmllcstore.com. We invite you to join us again for our extraordinary worship services every Sunday at 10:30 a.m., Sundays at 4 p.m., and Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central, where Dr. Moody teaches how to understand the Bible, and you can get all your biblical questions answered. We look forward to connecting with you. We ask that you subscribe to The Rock ATX on YouTube and follow The Rock ATX on Facebook and Instagram to stay connected to all The Rock is doing. You can also get connected on our website at therockatx.org. Again, thank you for worshiping with us and be blessed.